Welcome everyone to another episode of Universe Mode. We're still here in our AEW Universe Mode series. And tonight we have a lot of good wrestling on the card. We're going to see FTR, the Tag Team Champions, in action. We're going to see Chris Jericho in action. And we're going to hear from Britt Baker, all live from San Francisco, California. And kicking off the show tonight, we have the Tag Team Champions FTR in action, and it looks like they got themselves a special manager here. These guys making their way to the ring. First match, we get to see them as Tag Team Champions now. This will be a non-title match, by the way. But first time we get to see them in action since they won those belts from the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing. And like I said, they've got their idol, Bret Hart, here managing them tonight. Like to see how they do with him in their corner. Before we get to the match, though, I think Bret Hart has something he wants to say. And before we get the first match underway, Bret Hart, who accompanied FTR to the ring, has requested a mic. Bret saying the reason he decided to come out here tonight and accompany FTR to the ring is that they are the best tag team in the world. Bret saying he knows they are big fans of his, and he said he is big fans of theirs. He's saying he wants to offer any kind of guidance that he can, so he said he's going to start accompanying them to the ring. Now Bret Hart saying that these guys are the champs for a reason, and he's saying good luck to the rest of the AEW roster. Said you're going to need luck. He said he doesn't see any way that any other team's going to take these titles from FTR. So it looks like FTR has themselves a new manager for the time being. Let's find out who their opponents are tonight. All right, now finding out their opponents tonight. And we've got the Butcher and the Blade. So it should be a physical matchup here for FTR. Remember, this is a non-title match. But big opportunity for the Butcher and the Blade if they're able to win. It's like Cash Wheeler start for his team and the Blade for his. Oh, nice backbreaker here to start the match. The Bret Hart themed trunks here from FTR tonight. Oh, planting the Blade right there. Nice drop kick there from Cash. Haven't really seen a lot of Butcher and Blade here in Universe Mode. In fact, this might actually be their first appearance. I can't remember for sure. But like I said, big opportunity for them. They're able to pick up the win. Never know, it could get themselves a future title shot down the line. Bret Hart here at ringside. You know, FTR very vocal about how much they love Bret Hart. One of the best of all time. Oh, nice drop toe hold though. And the big man checking in now. Butcher. Oh. And Cash just able to get out of the way just in time. That's probably not going to be a very pleasant landing for him. Now tag here to FDR's heavy hitter. Dax the Axe. And a big kick here to the knee. Leg drop now. And into the Russian leg sweep. Take it down the Butcher. Now Dax trying to lift him up and hits a brainbuster. Rough landing there for the Butcher. Butcher now fighting back though. A couple of nice strikes. And into the corner. Oh, but Dax goes back to an elbow. But gets him out with an uppercut. Back and forth these two go. So this is going to be physical, and so far it is. And Butcher making a tag. Blade back in. Right back down goes Dax. Blade ramming his head off the back of his head off the mat. Dax though, went for a chop. Blade with some good counters. Oh. And a nice leg drop there. Now raining down punches to Dax. Carrying Dax over here to the ropes and hangs him out on the top rope. Cover. Dax able to kick out. And Cash trying to get the tag. Dax can't quite get there. Peter kicks. And now, big clothesline turning him inside out. Kick now to the midsection. And a pile driver. Same move he put away the Young Bucks with. And the Blade, though, able to kick out. Dax now bringing him back to his feet. And into the corner, referee getting in the way. Now a little double team action here. Oh, but Cash can't connect there with the knee drop. Nice suplex there from the Blade. Now looking to keep him back down. He goes and makes the tag. Butcher back in. Oh, Cash ran right into that elbow. Butcher now laying in more stomps. As JR would say, stomping a mud hole in him. Oh, now just tossing Cash around. Cash still comes back with a nice kick. Now tripping him up here a little bit. Oh, drop kick to the head. Nice counter from the Butcher, but Cash with one of his own. Now look at the strength here as he got him up on his shoulders to a nice backbreaker. Now back to the feet and the code breaker to the cover. And the Butcher kicks out. He's still got some fight left in him here. Oh, not getting busted open. Cash Wheeler now looking to stay on him. Oh, what a kick. Butcher now making it over to the corner. Makes the tag. Cash Wheeler, though, looking to stay on now to keep up the offensive momentum. Ooh, nice elbow drop there to the chest. Now raking the eyes. Just overpowering the Blade right now. Now drop kick to the side of the head. He gets stomps now. Kick there to the midsection. A good counter though from the Blade. Oh, the Cash a little bit quicker. Now he's got him up on his shoulder. Oh, and into the backbreaker. Butcher watches on here from the floor. Curious why the Butcher not getting back up on the apron. Into the corner, there goes the Blade. Fighting out of it here is the Blade, but getting still in the wrong corner here. Definitely wants to get out of there. Back into the corner he goes. Now Cash to setting him up here. The assistant pile driver. Oh! Looks like Dax is trying to knock the Butcher off the apron. Instead, the Butcher able to counter it. Oh, good fake into the DDT. Nasty cut there for Dax. Again, nice counter to, or nice fake into the DDT. Kick there to the midsection, big blow to the back. Oh, now busting him open. A bloody first match here tonight. Oh, nice counter there from the Blade. But met with a kick. Now it's turning into a struggle. Big blow to the back. Again, the Butcher getting his foot up, or knee up. Oh, the Blade now, though, is trying to make the crawl. Not happening now. Another tag. And into the big rig. The cover. Oh, but the Butcher here just in time. Seemingly out of nowhere. Didn't even see him. Cash now bringing it back in. Oh, up, to the code breaker there for the Blade to cover. And FTR pick up the win. Very physical match. Like I mentioned, this is going to be a very hard-hitting matchup. And in the end, FTR pick up the win. Oh, everybody but Cash busted open in this one. Like I said, very physical match. In the end, though, like I said, FTR picks up the win. Butcher did a great job of breaking up the big rig attempt. Almost, it's very hard to see people kick out of that. But in the end, Cash able to hit that code breaker, gets the win. Right in front of their hero who was managing them, Bret Hart. He gets to see the team he dubbed the best in the world pick up the win here in the opener. And we got this footage of Pac backstage following his match with Andrade over there on Rampage. And Pac now saying that they are even. So they're tied at 1 win apiece. Pac saying, though, that unlike Andrade, he's not going to make excuses for why he lost, saying he just didn't get the job done. He said, though, the way he sees it, given they're tied, he said, we need a way to settle this. He said, we need to find out who the better wrestler is. Pac saying, let's raise the stakes a bit. He said, for our third match, he said, how about we do a 2 out of 3 falls? So Pac laying down the challenge. We'll have to see if Andrade and Selena will accept. And we've got former AEW Women's Champion Britt Baker here in the ring tonight. She is addressing her loss to Saraya. Britt saying she feels like she let the company down. She said letting somebody from outside here come in and win this title. She said that Saraya doesn't belong here. And Britt saying she feels like she let everyone down by losing to her. Britt, though, saying She wants to make it right, and she wants a rematch, try and get that title back. Britt saying she doesn't care when. She said she wants another shot at that title. Britt saying she wants to do the right thing and get the title back for AEW. Saraya saying she doesn't care that Britt was the former champion. She said you're going to have to earn a rematch. She's now saying that she doesn't care if Britt or the others think she's an outsider or she doesn't belong here. Saraya is saying she proved she does belong here. She said she got the gold now, and she said she's not giving that up anytime soon. She's telling Britt, though, she's got to earn her rematch. She said right now she's more focused on dealing with Ruby Soho. Saraya is saying that Ruby actually won the Battle Royal and earned herself a title shot. She said, unlike Britt, she's not out here begging for it. And Britt now saying she doesn't care if she has to earn a shot or not. She said she'll do whatever it takes to get another title match. She said she once was hers, and she said that is that AEW Women's Championship, and she's like she's going to take it from Saraya. She said she's going to make Saraya tap next time they face off. And she said she's going to make her want to go running back to the WWE. Now Britt's saying, oh wait, they didn't want you. Or at least they didn't want you to wrestle. Britt saying that unfortunately you decided to come here and poison our show. Britt saying she's tired of all these ex-WWE women like her and Ruby and everyone else coming in and getting jumped the line. Britt saying there's a bunch of women on this roster who would love to get the chances that people like Saraya and Ruby have gotten. Saraya now saying she's tired of hearing Britt complain. She said, if you want a title shot, you need to earn it. So, seems like the bad blood between these two isn't finished. I have to see if Britt can get herself another shot at the title down the road. Up next, we'll see Mercedes Martinez going one-on-one with Ruby Soho. Now remember, both these women were in that casino battle royal at Double or Nothing. Ruby Soho ultimately ended up winning that match, though. And that gives her a future women's championship match down the road. But we'll be out here in action tonight. Here in singles action, that is. Have to see how she can do. We've already seen her win a battle royal. See how she holds up here in a singles match. Lock up here to start the match. Oh, Ruby now just dumping her right in the back of her head and neck. These two women got to face off in the casino battle royal. And like I mentioned, Ruby will be getting that future women's world title shot with Saraya at some point. Have to see when Tony Khan will be making that match official. In the meantime, though, she's got to deal with Mercedes Martinez. Usually you see Mercedes in the Ring of Honor brand. And speaking of Ring of Honor, now's, I guess, a good time to announce this. So we're going to be doing a brief Ring of Honor pay-per-view, not like a full multi-part pay-per-view like we always do, but maybe just like a 2-episode type deal. And that'll be the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view. And on that card, the belt collector, Kenny Omega, looking to add to his collection, will be challenging for the ROH World Championship. We'll be announcing the rest of the matches here soon. Yeah, instead of like a full-blown pay-per-view, like I said, we're probably just going to do like 2 parts, maybe like 3 matches on each episode. Obviously, this isn't a Ring of Honor Universe mode, and we're not going to do like a full Ring of Honor Universe mode either, but I think a little special would be nice, especially considering we're going to maybe incorporate some of the Ring of Honor titles and stuff here in Universe mode. Help further along some stories in that. So, felt like that was as good a time as any to announce that pay-per-view and everything. So yeah, Kenny Omega looking to add to his collection. We've seen him win several other companies' world titles here. But given Tony Khan owns both Ring of Honor and AEW, obviously it's not a super big stretch there that Kenny would want to compete and that Tony would be willing to let him. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Like I said, we'll announce the rest of the matches in time. Ruby there coming back with a couple of strikes. Now up and over with the code red. Going after the leg here of Mercedes. Oh, Mercedes though comes back with a big knee to the midsection. For another 3 amigos. And there's the third. Oh, Ruby though, good counter. Kick now to the midsection. And dumps her head first. Wicked landing there for Mercedes. Oh, and I believe that's the destination unknown there from Ruby. And a kick out though. Mercedes still hanging in there. Oh, looks like Ruby is going for a super kick. Mercedes not having it. Oh, some brutal strikes. Good job on Ruby to cover up. Trying to absorb them as much as possible. Oh. Mercedes though connected with those forearms. Double foot stomp here to the arm. Going after the other arm. Now bringing Ruby back to her feet. Into the ropes now. Now positioning Ruby. Oh, and driving her head and neck first into the mat to cover. Be able to kick out. Now Mercedes looking to reposition Ruby here. Ruby though able to kick her away. Big shot. Ruby now with the stomp to the chest. Now a little payback here going after the arm of Mercedes Martinez. Oh, now Ruby coming in with the headbutts. I'm gonna say maybe not the wisest strategy, but she was able to connect with them. Now raining down punches here on Mercedes. Mercedes now comes back into the midsection. Now it's got Ruby up. And the air raid crash neck breaker. Cover. And the kick out here. Ruby's still in this. Oh, big shot though from Mercedes. Nice suplex there. Mercedes Martinez looking to keep up the pressure. Oh, but Ruby catches her with a well-placed kick. Now another shot to the midsection. And again, spiking her head first. And again with the destination unknown into the cover. Oh, and Mercedes able to kick out. See Ruby losing it now. She's got to be wondering what more does she have to do. Now Ruby coming in with repeated shots to the midsection. I think frustration's starting to take over here. Oh. Mercedes very fortunate she didn't catch the back of her head on that bottom turnbuckle. Oh, Ruby now just flinging her around the ring. Taking Mercedes for a ride there. Now deciding to go after the leg here. Just twisting at the knee. Back to their feet. Oh, what a forearm shot. Ruby now raining down more punches. Ruby now once again bringing her to her feet. Again, Mercedes able to back up. Ruby now looking to try and stay on her here. Ruby heading to the top. Big frog splash to the cover. And Mercedes again kicks out. You can see Ruby starting to lose it. Big kick there. Not sure how much more Mercedes can endure. Ruby now just twisting there at the head and neck. And again, spiking her head first. Mercedes off balance and eats a third destination unknown. And Ruby with the hard-fought victory. A sigh of relief there for her. Mercedes definitely made her work for that one. Ruby Soho with the win, though. Building up more momentum ahead of her title match. And we've got some footage from backstage. The Briscoes are calling out FTR. They're saying they heard Bret Hart talking all that shit early on about how FTR is the best team in the world. Briscoes saying, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? They said at that upcoming Ring of Honor pay-per-view, Death Before Dishonor, they said they're willing to put their Ring of Honor tag team titles on the line, and they want to prove who the best team in the world is. So we got the big challenge issued here from the Briscoes. I have to see if FTR are going to accept or not. And in our main event tonight, we've got Chris Jericho out here against a debuting superstar here in our AEW universe mode. Now Chris Jericho, maybe not the best decision to come out here and wrestle, as we saw in our recap a couple episodes ago. He had some serious damage done to his arm by MJF. Jericho is going to try and power through here. Maybe not the best decision. As you can see there, that support there on his arm. And the guy that he is going up against, Samoa Joe, making his debut here in our AEW universe mode. The crowd fired up here for Joe. So, Jericho and Joe, main event, and here we go. Huge main event tonight. Samoa Joe here with the suplex to start. Oh. I remember Samoa Joe, last time you saw him in any of our Universe Mode series, him and Walter faced off at WrestleMania. And Joe ended up losing that match, and Walter continued his assault afterwards. So it's good to see Joe able to hang in here. Good to see him back in the ring. Chris Jericho, though, you have to wonder if it was a smart decision to wrestle so soon. You can see that padding there on his left elbow, his left arm in general, trying to provide some extra support. He said MJF really did a number there on his arm at the pay-per-view. Jericho trying to weaken up one of Samoa Joe's arms now, trying to even the playing field. Joe now, oh, good counter here from Jericho. Nice punch. And dumps him onto the top rope. Jericho now going after the knee here of Joe. Ooh, continued strikes. Oh, Joe, though, a little bit quicker. Oh, and dumps Jericho hard on his chest. Now bringing Jericho back to his feet. Into the ropes. Oh, went for an elbow strike. Ended up being an awkward collision instead. Oh, nice kick there from Jericho. Jericho, a veteran here, for sure knows how to work with the injury like that. I'm sure he knows. Oh, I was going to say, I'm sure he knows plenty of ways to help limit the pressure there on his left arm and try and do his best he can here in this match. And while you know Samoa Joe probably sees that brace and is thinking to target it. So far he hasn't. Uh-oh, Joe now catches him. Uh-oh, and I think I spoke too soon. Samoa Joe now stomping that injured arm. Going right after that padding. You have to see how strong that padding is there from Jericho. Joe continuing to attack the arm. Jericho once again kicking him away. Both men now back to their feet. Oh! Jericho now, nice counter. Scoop slam there. Joe, though, back to his feet. Back and forth so far here for both guys as Joe now taking him on a little trip. Some people know this as Suplex City. Joe now throwing Jericho into the corner. Oh, Joe thinking muscle buster. And connects. Now into the cover. Jericho able to kick out. Samoa Joe looking a little frustrated here. Now going back to work on that injured arm. Jericho again kicking him away. Oh, it hits the Judas effect. Cover. Joe able to kick out. Notice Jericho hit him with the right arm, not the one with all the padding on it. Obviously not going to be able to get as much force behind the injured arm. Jericho daring him to get up. Uh-oh, Joe, though, catches him. Oh. Kid going right back to work here on that injured arm. Obviously a smart strategy here from Joe. Oh, now trips him up. Joe now wanting to go after every part. Ooh. What a kick there from Joe. Oh, now Joe looking to go after the other arm. Want to make sure Jericho has no good arms. Jericho now fighting back. Joe, though, is back with a kick of his own. A couple of big chops. Oh, look at this combination. Now Joe, once again with a series of suplexes. And one more for good measure. Crowd coming alive here. Joe, oh, looked like he was going to go for the coquina clutch. Jericho with the counter into the code breaker. Cover. Joe able to kick out. Jericho now waiting on him to get back to his feet. Oh, looking for the walls of Jericho. Samoa Joe now fighting it. Joe. Oh, not willing to tap. Oh. The atomic drop, and now big boot to follow it up. And the senton. Joe now waiting on Jericho to get up. Uh-oh. He's got the coquina clutch locked in. Nowhere to go here in the center of the ring. And Jericho's gonna tap. Samoa Joe with the win in his debut. The showing here from Samoa Joe. Fun main event here with him and Chris Jericho. Had to wonder if it was a smart idea for Jericho to even get back into the ring here, given the injury there to his arm. But he held up pretty good. In the end, though, Samoa Joe with the win. Now, I thought that codebreaker into the walls combo was going to end up being what got Jericho the win, but in the end, Samoa Joe proved to be too much. What an impressive showing here for him in his debut. It'll be fun to see him here in our AEW Universe mode. And we were told to cut backstage. There was an incident happening in the parking lot. And it appears Bret Hart is being attacked by Adam Cole. Oh. I have no idea what is going on here. Bret Hart obviously having some issues with concussions in the past. This is definitely not good as Adam Cole now catches him with the drop kick. Now with the knee to the head. Oh, and catches him with a running kick. Now grabbing a stop sign. Oh, this is uncalled for. This is just sickening. Saw Bret Hart accompanying FTR to the ring here in our opening match tonight. Adam Cole now just brutally assaulting him here in the parking lot. And another big running kick. What a sickening end to this episode of Dynamite. We need to get some medical attention back here for Bret Hart. Adam Cole with the disgusting attack in the parking lot.